Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I guess I'll show you around first thing. I want to be the first one to say that I think that pets in a video game is a stupid idea. So, this is my pet dog. So what I'm calling my map room, although it's just basically a cartography station. This is my main section here. Basically, it's originally a food place, and then it was basically my starter base, and then it became a food spot, primarily. This is my farms, cow farm, chicken / experience farm. Got pumpkins there, potatoes, wheat, just basically for feed for the animals. And I got some pigs a little more recently over here. And sheep up here that I almost never remember are here. Now I have been looking for a village or a desert and haven't found either of them. But that's where this pathway is going, way off to the east. And then I have another portal over there that, strangely enough, is full of chickens. And, this goes a ways out, but I'll show you around the rest of the place first. I have not been able to find that desert or a village. So I'm kind of branching out. I'm building a little bit that way. I mean, I've been all around the area. The reason I decided to go to the east is because there was those mountains, and I assumed there would be stuff on the other side of the mountains, which there isn't. Now if we come down here, this is my enchanting room. Come a little further down, my sugarcane farm. I totally should have this apple in a safer place. Down here, I have trees growing. And this is the way down to my strip mine. Which, strangely enough, turns out is in a slime chunk. So sometimes there's slimes down here when I come down. That's why I pulled out the sword. I thought about making a place to fish downstairs, and it hasn't exactly worked out. I'm not sure why. I'll probably fill that in, maybe pop it up a little bit, and then bring the ceiling above it up a little bit. Maybe that'll fix it. But this is the strip mine area. Mining office, just a place to sleep if I need to. Got my lava down here. Honestly, it's getting kind of empty. And that's to, of course, power these smelters. Got one for cobblestone, one for sand. Getting sand is difficult because I don't have a a desert right now. This here is probably the biggest build I've done in this world, which basically is just bringing right above the fishing hole up to sunlight. Basically, the entire inside wall is going to be glass or stone. I elected to use only stone, not have andesite around the edges. Got a little sleeping spot there for whatever reason. I think I used a little bit more earlier. Come over here. There is actually... not sure why I have this here. I know higher up there's actually I forget what it's called, basically a canyon along the side. I think that gorge is the term people usually use. And you can see it a little bit better over here. So, yeah, that's a thing. Another little sleeping room and workstation. Come up here. Got some trees, some more chickens. Chickens are basically everywhere. And I got this little base up here, which I apparently haven't finished putting glass on top of. That goes all the way down to the fishing hole. So I filled that in better. Oh well. I hope to make a little bit more of a nicer entrance here. I'm not sure if I'm just going to close it in or possibly have it come out this way and then build some sort of roof over it. So it's just a little thing into the side here, some space. I apparently have a back door. I figure eventually I'll put like chests in here. I think I had a birch floor in here before. I'm not sure why I changed it back to grass. So, yeah, that's basically everything. I want to probably put in some solar lights once I figure out how to make those solar redstone lampposts. Going back to the point of pets. This is my pet horse, who is named Get Swifty. Now this tunnel comes out a ways. Like I said, I was doing some exploring, hopefully looking for a village or a desert. I found neither of those. Did a little bit of mining in here because, well, why not? I also built upward. It's okay, nighttime? No. I've been thinking about building a tower up here. Like the one near my base, which I forgot to point out. I also have a giant tower over here, over by my base. Which I basically built for the sake of trying to see the surrounding area, see if I could see something useful. I couldn't. So I started building out to the east, which And this is basically the edge of this tunnel. Obviously I need to put in a little bit of glass. I want to probably build upward a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy cutting through the mountains, but if I get a little higher, I'll have a better vantage point. That sounded like an Enderman. Yeah, definitely sounded like an Enderman. Not really so much a thing here because an Enderman cannot teleport into this tunnel because of the height of it. On the mine there, he might be able to, so I need to keep an eye open. Actually, this looks to be short enough as well for the Enderman not to be able to get in, so I'm probably fine. I basically decided to start this YouTube channel for a couple reasons. First, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos myself. I find that a lot of them are just basically stuff that was on Twitch. And, you know, Twitch to YouTube just doesn't really translate real well. Obviously, a lot of the big creators, they're going to the big creators are going to you know, just throw up their stuff they have on Twitch onto YouTube. All this notification garbage. No one wants to hear that on YouTube. And, you know, I mean, you just can't get anything quality. There's a few people that can handle, but most of them, not so much a thing. The other reason I decided to start this channel is, well, to be honest, on YouTube there's not really a Christian presence at all. Now I'm Christian myself, probably more or less born-again Christian, which means I was born and raised Christian, but for whatever reason, got kind of disenfranchised with it. But then at some point, came back to Christianity more so. Now, I've noticed in popular culture specifically, I'm going to turn off this dog so I can talk. I found in popular culture, a lot of stuff is said to be in the Bible or is said to be Christian that just flat out isn't. Now, I know there was a Marvel film not too long ago, I don't remember which one it was, but it basically had, what's-his-face, Fury of S.H.I.E.L.D. had this tombstone, and it said that, there was a quote on there, it said, the path of a righteous man, and it said it was Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 17. Now, Ezekiel 25:17 doesn't say that. No part of Ezekiel 25 talks about a righteous man. And I mean, now I know now that that was a reference to the Pulp Fiction film. That being said, Marvel reached a lot more people than Pulp Fiction did. Now, I don't want to crap all over Marvel, but, you know, a lot of people probably aren't going to get that reference and assume that the Bible is talking about righteous men only. And that's not the case. The Bible is not written for righteous men, and honestly, the way that's phrased might turn off a lot of people from ever thinking, hey, maybe I should see what's up with Christianity. So, I mean, I want to set the record straight. That's not a thing. Like I said, the Bible is not written for righteous men. It's written for sinners, people that have screwed up in their life. So, I would just like to debunk that fact. Or, debunk the fact the Bible is not for righteous men. Period. That's not what it's for. So, I guess that's everything I really need to say about that. Obviously, Pulp Fiction was by an obscure director. Kind of obscure film. Not a lot of people saw it. I mean, it had a cult following, but that's the thing. But then it goes into the Marvel films where they quote the movie. They don't say they're quoting the movie because, it's a movie quoting another movie. Not something they do. But, I mean, people assume, oh, Marvel, they have all this money. They spent millions of dollars to make this movie. Maybe they could check to see if that's right. And, well, that's not something they did. So, that's that. But that's really something that needs to be pointed out. You're going to come across a lot of stuff in life that Hollywood said was in the Bible. It's not going to be there. 9 out of 10 times, it's not going to be there. They're going to say anything is in the Bible, hopefully to turn a profit, and it's just not accurate. So, I think that is worthwhile pointing out. Turns out that now diamond hoes do have a purpose. And I'm not going to cut down that tree with a shovel. Don't know if I have any real use for apples. Pretty much all my food comes from the chicken farm upstairs. I also have a cow farm, pig farm. Don't really have use for either of those things. Why on earth do I have an enchanted iron pickaxe? I just something I had laying around, and I said, well, rather than having this laying around, I'm going to use it. I've only managed to catch fish or garbage out of here. I haven't actually gotten any treasure, which leads me to believe there is probably something wrong with this pool. And I suspect it's source blocks, and it might not be deep enough. Probably build a rim, probably redo the water in here, make sure there are source blocks. If I were anywhere near an ocean, I could get kelp and make sure there's source blocks. But I haven't been able to find an ocean either. Probably do some exploring through the Nether in the near future. Alright. Well, I guess I'm going to wrap this video up because at some point I'm going to have to record or upload this video, and I have UVerse, and it's probably going to be a rather large file going for 20 minutes. Might be more than a gigabyte at this point. I'm not sure what U versus upload speed is. I may actually wait until Monday to upload this. I also have to make sure that my YouTube account I'm uploading this video to is verified. So this is my first time doing a YouTube video, so if anyone's watching this and would like to leave a comment about how to improve this, or if you want me to do something specific, if this channel ever gets off the ground, I'll probably start a new world, to be honest. But if you want to see me do anything, of course, leave a comment. Obviously, like, subscribe if you like, or subscribe if you want to see more. But I think I'll leave that here. Hope you all are having a good day, and thanks for watching.